to thank Catherine for being here as well. It shows a commitment of the international community to support the Indian industry with the semiconductor market. It's a reflection of the United States' interest in doing that, as well Microsemi's commitment to being here. I'm going to start off with the good news and the bad news. The good news is we've got a wonderful dinner here waiting for everyone, but you're going to have to wait till I talk, and you can decide which is the good and which is the bad. I'm going to leave that up to you. I am going to talk about maximizing opportunities in high-value semiconductor markets with steep barriers to entry. It's a really, really long title, but as I go through this, you'll understand what I'm talking about. First of all, I want to talk a little bit about Microsemi. Who are we? Some of you know who we are, but for those of you who don't, it's very important to understand what type of a company we are. We've been around for over 50 years, so we've been in the industry for a pretty long time. We've got the most extensive technology portfolio targeted for our markets, and I'll get into that. But we have a wide array of technologies, a wide array of products, but what we focus on are high-value, high-barrier-to-entry markets. Markets where we believe solutions such as power, security, and reliability are vital. What are those type of markets? Well, it's the aerospace market, the satellite market, the defense market and security market, which goes to military, enterprise and communication, and also the industrial marketplace. If you look at those target markets that Microsemi service, it's a pretty good pie, somewhat equally divided among those. When we talk about industrial, we're talking about alternative energy or renewable energy, defense and security. All states are concerned about homeland security, military and defense. Commercial avionics, aircrafts, satellites, things where reliability is a must. That's where we play. And you can see an example of quite a few of the customer bases that we service as well. So markets where reliability, security, and power matter, that's where we play. Markets that are considered high value, high barrier to entry. If there's a marketplace that we sell into and you see 12 guys selling the same type of products, that's not where you find Microsemi. We go after markets or solutions to customers where very few people can do it. We have unique technology to go after that. The type of products, if you look at our portfolio, we have everything from discrete components, so you think of MOSFETs or diodes, but we don't sell vanilla MOSFETs or diodes. We sell high reliability, high quality type of components. That goes up to RF devices. We have analog devices in our portfolio, mixed signal type devices. We have complex ICs such as programmable logic. And we also have merchant device end units, which are boards that we actually sell. An example, if you go to airports and body scanners, lots of the electronics come from Microsemi as well. So whether it be in machine-to-machine communication, network infrastructure, that's where you find Microsemi type components. So let's talk about what is high value and what is a high barrier to entry market. In any market segment you look at, there's a huge array of customers that will purchase products. But there's always a small group of customers in any market you can think of that their needs are slightly different. They want more rigorous or more different requirements or more screening, or the type of problem they're trying to solve is different than the masses. And the solutions out there today don't necessarily satisfy their needs. You can look at that from anything from produce, where people buy, look, I want the best tomatoes or the highest quality mushrooms or the truffles that are out there, to consumer goods when it comes to television sets, where somebody's really looking for something very unique, to even to semiconductor components when someone's buying a commodity, a diode or resistor, or even flash memory, where their ruggedness that's needed for their application or their security requirements are unique. So in any market, there's a group or there's a segment, you can call it a niche if you'd like, that their requirements are just a lot stronger than everyone else. That's what we consider a high barrier to entry market, because the solutions out there don't necessarily satisfy that need. So they're looking for value. They're looking for a technology that can solve that particular type of problem. And also these markets are focused on the most difficult problems to solve. What you'll find is very few companies can satisfy that need. So if you take a look at barrier versus the profits, in these high value or high barrier to entry markets, clearly the profits are much higher as well. So you look at it and say, wow, this is really hard to get into this market, but when you do get into it, your profits are much higher than the standard market that has lots of competitors. So if you look at also barriers versus number of competitors, clearly the more competitors that are out there, the less the profit. The fewer the competitors that are out there, the higher the profit. And you can kind of think about it, it goes, if you're down to just one customer or two vendors, I'm sorry, that can produce that, then it's single source. And sometimes people refer to that as a monopoly. So that's the extreme case. And if it's a monopoly that you're solving a high barrier to entry market or a solution, then your profits are also much, much higher. You command a premium as well. So there are benefits to servicing high barrier to entry markets.